Welcome back to Everything English with John, the place where I teach you real American English. In this lesson, let's learn 10 idioms for the news. Before we start, I have a free Telegram group that you can join where I post a lot of extra information to help you learn English. Now, let's go. Number 1, breaking news. Did you hear about the earthquake? No. When did this happen? Just now. It's breaking news. Turn on the TV. Oh, wow. I hope everyone's okay. Breaking. It appears that there was an earthquake. Urgent and new information that's being reported as it happens. Breaking news interrupted regular programming to report the storm. The CEO's resignation was breaking news in the business world. We can talk about the noun breaking news, or we can use the verb to break. The news is breaking right now. The news broke yesterday, or the news will break in the future. It depends on how you want to communicate. Number 2, no news is good news. How's your son doing? He's great. He's been living abroad for almost 2 years now. But that can be dangerous. Don't you ever worry about him? I used to, sure, but I've come to realize that no news is good news. After some time, she came to realize that no news is good news and learned to stop worrying. Not hearing any news tells us that nothing is wrong. He's been hiking in the mountains, but we haven't heard from him for days. I just hope that no news is good news. He had some problems in school, but his teacher hasn't called lately. No news is good news. In English, sometimes when we use the word no, it can mean 0. I have no news for you. I have 0 news for you. There's no information. There's 0 information. Number 3, making headlines. Did you hear about the bridge that collapsed? Of course, it's all over the internet. It's really making headlines everywhere. Everyone is talking about it. I read a really good article about it. I'll send it to you. The bridge collapse made headlines around the world. To appear in the title of many news articles. To become very popular news. The groundbreaking invention was making headlines around the globe. After the dramatic rescue, the firefighters were making headlines as heroes. A headline is another word for title, and it's a very common word when we're talking about articles. It's just a combination of the words head and line. It's a line at the head or top of the article, the title. Number 4, keep someone in the loop. I have to leave, but I don't want to miss what happens. I'll be here. If anything interesting happens, I'll let you know. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. I'm excited to see what happens. These are exciting times. Thanks for keeping me in the loop. To be part of a group that receives news. She always keeps her team in the loop about any changes. Keep me in the loop about what happens. It's important information. A loop is another word for something similar to a circle. So this is kind of like a group in this context. You keep someone in the group of information, in the circle of information, in the loop of information. Number 5, word on the street. Do you remember the old burger place we used to go to when we were kids? Funhouse Burgers? That place has been closed down for decades. What about it? Well, word on the street is that they're thinking about bringing it back. After all of these years? That would be incredible. We have so many memories there. Word on the street is that they're going to reopen our favorite place. Rumors that are being discussed by the public. The word on the street is that the cafe will start hosting live music nights. Word on the street is that the mayor won't seek re-election. Here, the street is kind of like the local community. Also, in English, the rules are usually a little strict for when we use the word the. But in this idiom, you can use it with the or without the. It doesn't make a difference. Number 6, keep someone posted. Your meeting with the new client is coming up. I'll send you a message if anything happens. Thanks. Keep me posted. I'll update you as soon as I can. He told his boss that he'd keep him posted. To regularly inform someone about events or progress. She kept her team posted through weekly emails. After the surgery, he kept his friends posted on his recovery process. This expression most likely comes from posting something. The post I'm talking about is like attaching a piece of news to a board, or in a more modern sense, posting something on the internet. It's the same expression as keep someone informed. We also say that. Number 7, fly under the radar. The band's new album is really good. What new album? Didn't you hear? They released a new album last month. It's fantastic. Weird. I had no idea. They really flew under the radar. Their new album really flew under the radar. To not attract any attention. She preferred to stay under the radar, quietly excelling in her role. The problem with the software update went under the radar for weeks. The common verb with this expression is fly under the radar, just like a plane you can't detect, a plane that's hidden. But we can also say stay under the radar or go under the radar. It depends how you want to communicate. Number 8, spread like wildfire. Remember how the news was when we were younger? Yeah, there were just newspapers and the evening broadcasts. That was it. These days, if something significant happens, everyone knows about it instantly. You're right. Thanks to social media, it spreads like wildfire. News spreads like wildfire thanks to social media. To move fast. The news of the surprise concert spread like wildfire on social media. Once the video went viral, it spread like wildfire, reaching millions of viewers. A wildfire is a fire that's out of control, and it keeps burning and spreading far and quickly. It's very dangerous, but we use this expression for news. Today, it's very common to say something goes viral, but if you want to use another fun expression, you can say it spreads like wildfire. Number 9, leak news. The new iPhone looks amazing. What new iPhone? The iPhone 16. Details about it just leaked. They redesigned the whole thing. Wow, I'm sure Apple isn't happy about that. It's too early for news about the iPhone. News about Apple's plans for the next 5 years just leaked. To release secret information without permission. An insider leaked news to the media. Now everyone is reporting it. The movie's plot leaked and spoiled the surprise for many fans. In our image, we have a faucet, and the water is leaking out of the faucet. I just released phrasal verbs for the news. Go watch that video. But basically, we can say leak out, which means out of the newsroom, just like water out of a faucet. Number 10, read between the lines. Did you read the new article? Yeah, I didn't like it. You can clearly see how the author feels about things. Really? I thought it was very unbiased. He doesn't directly state how he feels, but if you read between the lines, you can get it. If you read between the lines, you can see how the author feels. To detect a hidden message that's not specifically stated. Reading between the lines of the review, it was clear the critic was not impressed. The letter sounded cheerful, but if you read between the lines, you could sense he felt differently. We can read the normal lines on a page, or we can read between the lines to look for the secret hidden message. This expression is very good when someone who publishes something in the news wants to express their opinion without actually saying it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something new about the news. Don't forget to join the free Telegram group, or if you want to support the channel, join my channel membership on Buy Me a Coffee. Check the description too. I left a lot of materials there to help you learn English. Please like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next lesson.